Peter. Today we'll be looking about date functions. What are date functions? What are the importance of date functions to be used? And this is the part 1 series. So let's get started with date functions in Tableau. So there are different types of date functions in Tableau. Like probably first is our today. So today is a function which is probably used to return the today's date. So let's create one calculation for today's date. Let's wait for Tableau to respond. Then we'll be showing the today's date with today. So we have written today's function, that is again today. So what does this today's do? When you write calculation for today and you say okay, the calculated field of date data type is being created. Probably when you drag this, you'll be getting the today's date over here. Whatever will be the today's date, it will be displayed. Now it is showing here, but you want to display exact date. Just click here, go on exact date, so that you'll be able to see the today's date. That is, you can see my system as 12/3/2022. That is been showing the today's date. So what does today function do? Today function will return the today's date. Similarly, there is one more function called as now. What does now does now? Let's write one calculation field with now, and we are pulling now. Once the now is written, we'll pull this over above this only. Now you can see that now is showing date as well as time. So let's convert this to exact date. So here you can see that it is showing today's date along with the time. So now we'll return the today's date with time. Now we'll learn about year function. So what does the year function mean and what are the use of year function? So let's write one calculation field as year and we write year as today. So let me write today rather than taking the calculation which is there. Once you write here, it will automatically convert into a number. So I drag and drop over the text. So it is showing you the sum value. So for that to show as a year, firstly you need to convert this to dimension. Once you convert to dimension, I'll drag over here. So now you can see that 2022 is shown. So whatever date is passed, so whatever date is passed, it will show the year of that date. Okay. So probably we have passed today. So it had shown us the today's year. Right? What was the today's year? Similarly, there is one more function as month. So what does a month does? When you are writing month of today, again it will convert into number. Make sure to convert to this dimension. Either you can drag this or convert that by clicking on converting to dimension. So the month is 12. So basically we can see that. There is one more function called as day. So day of today will return what is the day of today, that is 3rd, right? Again converting this to dimension. Once that is done, pull that in your calculation. So you can see that it is showing you day, right? Similarly, there is one more function as quarter. So what does quarter does? Once you write a quarter for today and you place that quarter, converting the dimension because it is converting into the number, right? Once you convert that and once you pull that, it will show the quarter, that is quarter fourth right now. So till now we have seen year, we have seen month. It will return the month of past. What does the quarter does? will return the quarter of the past date. Similarly, we have seen day will return the day of the past date. Okay, let's say okay to this. Now there are again some function called as date add. So probably what does a date add function has? Whenever you are writing date add, it has a date part, then your date, whatever you want to pass. What does a date part means? Date part can be anything like your month, like your year, similarly your day, similarly your quarter. So what does a date add does? Whatever date pass you are doing, you need to pass the interval as well as. Interval means what date you need to increase or decrease. For example, date pass I am passing month. Okay, for month we need to write a month, proper month. Okay, that too in a single quote. Okay, now I want to increase by 1 for today's date. So whatever today's date we are having, it will add 1 month to our today's date. So what parameter, what date part we are passing here is month. What is the interval? Plus 1. So plus 1, no need to write plus 1, you can place as 1, it will consider as adding 1. Once you write this and say okay, and once you place this will show you date with adding 1 month. So once I do this exact date, you can see that it is showing but today's date day with adding 1 month. Clear? Similarly, you can also do for year. If you want to add 1 year for today's date, you can just place here as a part as year. Once I apply, you can see that it is going in 2023. You can similarly add 1 day as well as. So once you add 1 day, it will show fourth. Similarly, you can add the quarter as well as in date part. Once you apply that, it will move into the next quarter. We are in the fourth quarter, right? So it will go in the quarter 1 of year 2023. You can see that. And that too to the first, the same day with the quarters. So it will go into the quarter 1 basically has January, February, March, right? So it will go in March 3rd by 3 date, end of the quarter, right? Because we are in the quarter 4 plus 1 addition. Okay. So I think it is clear for the date add. How does the date add works for you? You are just adding the intervals on the date part, which is past. It is always the date add function will return always a date time. Data type. I think it you are clear till here. So this was some part 1. We'll be coming up with again with part 2, where we'll be learning about more date function. Date add will add the date interval to past date. So in next part we'll be looking at date truncate. Then we'll be looking at the make date. Similarly, then we'll be looking at what is the date part and what is the date name. Okay, these are the functions which we'll be looking at our next, that is part 2 for dates. Okay, hope this is clear now for you. What does a date function differ, like today, now, year, month, quarter, day, date add. Okay, thanks for watching guys. Please like, subscribe and share if you like the content. Thank you.